Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. Today we are going to take a look at the only true new Dino Rivals basic figure, and it is the Pteranodon. As you can see, it's got a brand new beautiful looking Dino Rivals box compared to the previous boxes that we had before, with a nice shot there of the Rex, of course. And then on the side we've got a little image of the Pteranodon itself, Jurassic World logo. And then on the back you get again a shot of what the basic line has become. We have now cut out the Lost World style raptor and the Pachycephalosaurus, and actually I guess the Dilophosaurus too. It is now just the Indoraptor, Blue, Owen, and this new Pteranodon. So it is super cool to get at least one new figure as far as these go. So let's get it out of the box. And there we are, it is out of the box now. I had to snap the wings on because the wings come disconnected, and once you put the wings on, I will say that this Pteranodon is absolutely huge. This is definitely, without question, the largest Jurassic World Pteranodon that we have gotten from Mattel so far. You can see just with my hand there, it is really quite large, and the actual figure itself has some pretty nice paint application. It's really quite nice. I definitely like it. It's nothing overly flashy, and of course the inside of the mouth, oh, he fell on his face. The inside of the mouth isn't painted or anything, but it is still cool to have some nice coloration and paint applied. And this actually makes some history as far as these figures go, because it is the very first of the basic figures to have articulation in the jaw. As previously, every single figure had its mouth held shut, but this Pteranodon does have articulation in the jaw. But let's go ahead and get a closer look and we can check out the figure itself. So if we start up at the head sculpt, it honestly just looks like it is the Rorovore redone with just a few new little features and stuff, which I believe that is actually the case. However, it does appear to have been upscaled. The head sculpt itself does have the same usual Mattel Pteranodon detail. It is quite nicely done. The eye appears to have a little bit of sloppiness as far as the paint on there, but it's not very much. It's not really enough to be concerned with. The opposing eye, same deal pretty much. A little bit sloppy, but it's not a big complaint from me. It still looks okay. It does have like this orangish type paint that kind of splotches up here on the top of the beak and then runs up onto the crest, giving it a little bit of a striking look, but again in a potentially natural way. I could definitely see a pterosaur being a coloration like this. As we run back the neck, again, I believe this is just the Rorovore, but it feels like it's been upscaled a little bit. I don't think there's anything really new as far as detail goes, but it does look really nice. The skin texture all looks beautiful on it. As we turn it, we can take a look at the back here. You can see all the very nice musculature in the back of the pterosaur, that beautiful skin texture. And then as we run out onto the wings themselves have such beautiful detail. All of the Mattel pterosaurs honestly have just jaw-dropping detail in the wings as far as the actual skin of the wings goes. And then as you run out, you kind of get to this creamy area here at the end, and I think it looks quite nice to just have that little extra bit of flashiness on the end. But again, they're basic figures, so they're not going to have lots of paint. You can see that there is a gloss on the nails, but there's no actual paint other than the normal body coloration that we get everywhere else. It does look quite nice though, thanks to that gloss. And then we come back down here to the feet. The feet look awesome. They look beautifully sculpted. The underside also looks really nice. You can really get a nice idea of the musculature there in the legs of the Pteranodon. And the same deal as far as the beautiful sculpting of the detail as far as the wings go and the skin flaps, and you can see all sorts of veins and everything all running throughout, making this just look super realistic and really, really beautiful. Overall, the sculpt of this Pteranodon is fantastic, and definitely a very Jurassic Park 3-ish look, and of course a Jurassic World-ish look. But the sculpt, honestly, I feel like is perfect. One thing I want to point out about this that I noticed actually when I was looking at it is look how cool it looks when you hold a light up to the wings. It has such a very cool look as you look through the wings themselves. With the light kind of glaring on it, they just look super, super cool. And I really, really quite dig the way that this looks. I think it just gives it an overall very realistic appearance as far as the kind of the skin tone of the actual wing flaps themselves. Very, very cool touch from Mattel. As far as articulation goes, the wings themselves are articulated to go up. Actually, I'll hold them like this. Up or down, so they can flap, but they're pretty stiff. They're also on a swivel, so they can swivel around. The legs are articulated to go forward and back. They do work together. They don't move separately. Then, of course, the neck itself has a neck joint there that can go up or down, left or right. And it's also got a swivel here on the neck. And then, of course, an articulated jaw, which, as I said previously, sports no paint on the inside at all. Of course, we get the Pteranodon teeth, which Pteranodon did not have in real life, but I guess maybe the Jurassic Park versions did. I'm not really sure. Either way, lots of articulation, much more articulation than the normal basic figure, so yet another plus as far as this one goes. As far as a size goes on the Pteranodon, I think the thing that's going to be probably the most impressive here is the wingspan, because the wingspan is quite large. So from one wing to the tip of the other wing, you are just shy of 20 inches. So you're about 19.5 inches or 50 centimeters as far as the wingspan goes. And if we look at a length of the body, you look from the bottom of the foot to the beak, you're looking at about 9.5 inches or about 24 centimeters. For a size comparison, there is our buddy the Paporex receiving a huge hug from his brand new friend the Pteranodon. And you can see looking right there that this Pteranodon just is huge compared to the Paporex. So this, again, should give you a pretty good idea when I tell you that this is a much larger Pteranodon than even the Roarivore. It's a good bit bigger. So to prove that point, actually, there is the Roarivore Pteranodon, which was previously the largest Jurassic World Pteranodon as far as the Mattel line goes, next to the new basic Pteranodon. And just looking at the two together there, look how much larger the wingspan is of the basic version. It is huge compared to the Roarivore. Even the length of the body, it's a significantly longer version of a Pteranodon. So this, again, should give you a good idea of just how much larger this newer basic Pteranodon figure truly is. So this new basic Pteranodon may be the best basic figure that we have from the Mattel line. I can't say that for sure, as I am a pretty big fan of a lot of the other basic figures, but this one is just huge and beautiful. I love the fact that we now have a good bit of articulation on the figure, including an articulated jaw, which is something that, as I said before, we previously have not had at all. There's not much paint that's been applied to this, and that's just kind of the way it goes with these basic figures. But what is applied does look really cool. I love the transparency of the wings when they're held up to the light, really making them just look super cool and super realistic. The overall sculpt of this is spot on to what you do see in a Jurassic Pteranodon, and I think that the sculpt is pretty much perfect overall. It has tons and tons of detail, beautiful sculpting of everything from the musculature all the way down to the beautiful skin texture of the wing flaps. It is an absolutely fantastic looking sculpt as far as a Pteranodon for Jurassic figures go. And this figure is just so nice. I had to buy two so I could repaint one. So we will have a repaint coming very soon. As far as a Jurassic figure to repaint, as if you're looking for a Pteranodon, I think that this is probably your best option because it's just huge and absolutely beautiful. If you do want to buy one of these, I actually purchased mine on Amazon, although just a few days after I bought mine on Amazon, I found one in store at Kohl's. So if you do have a Kohl's in your area, you can go there and probably locate one fairly easily. If not, I will throw a link in the description to Amazon.com where you can buy one for yourself if you would like. So go ahead and check the description, head on over to Amazon and buy yourself one of these brand new huge basic Pteranodon figures for the Jurassic World line from Mattel. And please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.